The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. Perhaps not. But that does not make it right. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him. If not, I fear for my people. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please.
This is
A what? I will improve.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heart.
Girl, she eats up wrath, lock, and keep still.
Come, Korga. We took back the eye.
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals it's
The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
A gathered herd of the devils would indeed be disruptive. It is as you say. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Tiring biz. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest. Gives me a chance to... We've been on the road ever since you were... The way you got... The way... In short, I've grown to trust you. The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell... You see, I have this... condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but... No, nothing like that. Now, if I fail to treat it, then the consequence... What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item. Oh, staffs. It's been dead. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me. I'm sure we won't have... As do our pack. I hope I can count on...
Let's see.
by claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
Go on. Say it.
Monster. Too kind.
You speak him. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. And mine. You showed. I want you there to be God. The Viper must strike. You will do more. This tale ends.
The forest rose. The mural depicts druid and beast fighting together to drive monsters from their land. It looks like they were victorious, and yet the monsters have returned. In darkest hour, harp and wild, you recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague. The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name. Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne.
All right, time to skulk about. Wonder what's past this. On my way.
I see you. Just give me a moment. I see you. Just give me a moment.
This medicatrix. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired round the eyes, maybe.
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
We need to be quick. This way.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'd like to stay, if it's all the same.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not? I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converted when whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. You, though, if you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save... Thank you. I wish I could tell you all I can say for good luck out there. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Ha! It'll take more than a nasty drink to finish Lae'zel's crashing lair.
This calls for careful footwork.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
A couple turns should...
I can't even see a lock to pick. I can't even see a lock to pick.
Oh, my hands.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Moving in.
ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. The Nine Hells will sooner freeze over, but we'll try.
Very well.
Think you could stand back a ways, pal? Think you could stand back a ways, pal?
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
A couple turns should do it.
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many Marks would have done the same. And we're happy to be helped. Now, what can I do for you? We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong? Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't believe. Come see me in the city sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe. I had a feeling you'd be back. I do, as a matter. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at. Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else? Anything else? You've been a friend.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
The pride of the gate.
Assume nothing.
Can't give up now. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Remember, you have to use that too. Your entire body is a weapon.
Wicked.
I swear that ox's gaze is following me.
I can do better. I must.
The waiting's getting to me.
You sound like your father.
It was his caravan.
I want to have a word.
Hello, Petal. Need anything? Hey, bother. Take care now, sweet.
Let's see what this does.
I heard what happened. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task. Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you.
We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes,
Please, have mercy.
I think I'd make a fine teacher. Or a baker. Or a...
Checking things out.
Use that too. Your entire body is a weapon.
There. Done.
Breathe deep and move. I'll give it a shot.
Goblins, gnomes. So many ways to die.
Used to think the goblins would kill us the second we set foot outside. But after hearing what you did at the gate, well, I still think they'll kill us. But at least we can put up a fight. There's optimism, and then there's stupid, hun. Plenty of us fell to monsters already. I don't see the rest of us lasting long out there. But if you're so sure we will, why not put a little gold on the line? Excellent. And since I ain't one to leave a debt unpaid, that means we're destined to meet in Baldur's Gate. Looking forward to it.
So many ways to die.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werewolf. Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
He's hurt badly, and Owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He's a true soul. Mind him. He will
Hey. Hey.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? And just leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Sazza. Curious. A cult from the looks of it.
You should search that. Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Most corpses feel like toys before you, to be played with and discarded when you tire. This body seems different. A friend calls out from the corpse, desperate to be freed. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Tell me, Lae'zel, when you say we might be purified at your creche, what does that mean exactly?
Augusta will affix the Zaithis, the purifier, to our heads. His magic will quell the parasite in an instant.
At the ready. Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness. The owlbear's one good eye flicks away for a moment. You follow its glance and see an owlbear cub. The owlbear stares, then sharply inhales your scent. It sits back, its eyes still fixed on you. A silent ultimatum. You can leave now, or step closer and die.
Look at that. Unlikely place for a shrine.
That might be worth a look. Just an old prayer.
Blacket's will be done. Some poem or prayer. Meaningless.
An old prayer. Curious symbol inscribed here too.
This thing won't yield its contents easily.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
My prayers are answered. Selûnite coming-of-age rituals. Seems like a serious undertaking. Dangerous, even.
With haste. Where am I? What's going on? Seems simple enough.
Laser, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of it?
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly. But you answered my question.
An empty mind flayer vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
Care to tell me a bit more?
What's inside?
An intricate device crafted by men, almost gifted artisans. I'm sworn to say no
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? What's up for discussion?
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly. I told you to go.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest. Of course he will, and then we'll return home. He calls me Scratch. You can do the same. We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
No, I won't leave him. If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Don't mind if I do.
The Blade of Frontiers, hmm? Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Lae'zel. I fight to save lives.
Ever onward. At the ready. Keep it together. Intestines throb, blood whispers. Very well.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the Archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlak, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their asset. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do?
If I must,
Let's hop.
Where we are in relation to...
Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
Karlak and Will seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment. Something the matter? It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out... Wonderful. My faith will guide me.
feet. Glad to have an ally.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. And you'll have them, but I can't promise you'll like them.
What's hiding here?
Hey, good looking. Yo!
What am I to do?
Time to press ahead.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming the coast. Good news. Can't wait to see him.
Elminster's not around, so might as well. Of course.
My faith protects me. No time for Danny.
I have such a headache. They should all be running. Lost in thought.
Soldier. Hey!
Let's get going. Ready and willing. No honor among sneaks.
Quiet as a mouse.
Most excellent.
What's next, I wonder?
Everything is clear.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! More of that.
Time for some bloody work.
I'm heating up. In position.
Let's get this over with.
No word.
My faith protects me. Fall down you.
Bye forever, pal.
Allow me to demonstrate. With haste.
What should I do? Got to press on.
What a charmer. Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger. Where to? That ought to do it.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Whew. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Who? Me? This is the best day I've had in years. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down. High pain tolerance, and a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him. Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
I'll feel that one later.
Can't slow down.
Don't be shy. What next?
What to do? We get along quite well, I think. The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by Illithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in. Let's make this happen. One day I'll catch a break.
Isn't it glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to behold.
Attention!
Father, they will die for you.
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
Dream in red.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. They're already lost. Better to be used in service of the good guys than a devil, don't you think? Next time we're in a nasty battle, drop one my way. You'll enjoy the results. Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into. What's the story?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Come on, let's go!
Never a dull moment. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Gods! This assault on the nostrils should be labeled a war crime.
Have to keep going. Blade at the ready. Nothing hurts anymore.
Wanna dance? Come on, Karlak! Show 'em who you are!
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Quite ready for you. With haste. My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Something over there.
to find a way forward. Just another crate.
Well, well, well.
Yes? There's a pressure plate in the chair. But I'm missing something.
Trap. Let's dance.
Trap.
This place is more dangerous than I thought.
Direct me. Alright, what now? Swift as my feet can carry me. Always room for more.
cooking?
A hero at heart. Still in control. Just.
That'll have to do. It's Ali.
One with the weave.
Yes.
No one back home will ever believe this. Here we go. If not over, then through. Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Onward.
Rhythm to the eye. Time to push my luck again.
fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin. Coming through.
bye-bye.